Fox News alert: the White House firing back strong at a leaked CNN report that Trump's bunker busters didn't work. Trump's negotiator, Steve Witkoff, calls the leak treason. Senator Ted Cruz joins us now. Senator, what do you make about all this stuff going on here?
Well, listen, it's not surprising that CNN is attacking the Trump White House. They've done that every day of his presidency. They've done that every day since the first time he became president in 2017.
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams. I know niggas who played ball and gave it up for lean.
Millionaire thoughts, billionaire dreams, but my account in overdraft, I'm about to scream.
Rich man greed,
A poor man prayers,
every man bleeds.
but look how God made us.
Too many losses, it's only right that we win. Yeah, I made a promise I'm never gonna lose again.
Yo, what's going on? It's your boy SL550, and this is the N.G.L.A podcast. First, man, I had to restart the stream because I made some technical errors, and that was my fault. But anyway, on to better things like this channel. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, push that notification button so you can get notified when I drop my content, which will be daily, people. And also make sure you put a comment in the chat, man. I definitely want to hear you guys' opinion on the things that we speak on this channel. But anyway, so my whole thing is I kind of just want to talk about the fake news, man. Trump been saying it for so long that, you know, a lot of people actually know, and a lot of people really don't follow legacy media anymore because they know that it's nothing but a bunch of MK Ultra propaganda pushers. And I'm so happy to see a lot of people waking up. But we seen Trump's approval rating the other day. It was at 56%, which means 44% of the United States is still MK Ultra, baby. And we got to change that. And in order to change that, I really think, truthfully, that there should be a law saying that once a president becomes president and they win the election, that you can no longer push lies and misinformation. I think you shouldn't be able to do that anyway. But I can understand trying to make a president, an election, somebody that's running. I can see you trying to make them look bad, so you might say something or stretch the truth or whatever, or, say something and, try to, that wasn't that big and kind of make it a big issue. Whatever the case may be, you're going to try to find whatever so you can try to win the election. After you win the election, I believe that anything that is not true should not be said on legacy media, on any platforms, period. Because you know what's hilarious, though? That on YouTube, it says, does your content, make somebody appear to be something that they're not, and this, that, and the third? But yet, this is on YouTube. You could basically get your channel or your episode taken off for these type of reasons, but yet legacy media, which are these big, huge media companies, are allowed to just say what they want and lie and give you misinformation. That's crazy, man. So the big news this week, we all know, is the Iran and Israel situation. We know that, to recap, that basically Trump was able, even after he hit their nuclear facilities, and CNN, legacy media, tried to minimize what he did, we know that it was a great success and it was proven. Meanwhile, on the flip side, the news is trying to say that they have a source who leaked information to say basically that it didn't do much damage. So that was proven wrong, and now we truly understand that these people just want to oppose Trump, period. Trump derangement syndrome is a real diagnosis, and a lot of people got it. A lot of people got it, man. And People need to wake up, man. So I want to. So basically, I want to talk about. I want to get into this Jesse Waters with Ted Cruz video, and basically they were talking about this whole situation about CNN and how they so-called got this source who leaked this information. So let's get into the video.
Fox News alert: the White House firing back strong at a leaked CNN report that Trump's bunker busters didn't work. Trump's negotiator, Steve Witkoff, calls the leak treason. Senator Ted Cruz joins us now. Senator, what do you make about all this stuff going on here?
Well, listen, it's not surprising that CNN is attacking the Trump White House. They've done that every day of his presidency. They've done that every day since the first time he became president in 2017. If you look at the results of this attack, they were nothing sort of spectacular. We saw 7 B-2 bombers fly across the world, execute, deliver 14 bunker buster 30,000-pound bombs, devastate 3 Iranian nuclear weapons facilities, and then fly back. And there was not a single American casualty. I have to commend, first of all, the American servicemen and women that carried out the attack. But the president and his team executed it to perfection, and it was devastatingly effective in terms of degrading Iran's capability. It shouldn't surprise anyone that CNN is throwing rocks from the sidelines.
So you'll get briefed on this, I'm sure, and we'll probably get some spies down there in the mountain to take a look about really what happened. The IAEA says there's probably contamination. They saw everything caved in, the entrances, the whole thing's rubble. Why do you think CNN would do this?
Look, I think it's who they are. CNN and much of the corporate media, Donald Trump broke them, and they're just... They have panels together discuss, is Donald Trump the devil or is he Adolf Hitler? That's just where they are. It's why nobody watches them anymore.
I've seen that show. Yeah.
Because it's just, it's just who they are. And I think.
And that's the truth. This is coming from Ted Cruz, a politician. He knows. They are in the Democrat pocket, people. And at the end of the day, until the legacy media becomes bipartisan, it will continue to be this way. And honestly, I just really think this hurts the country. I don't really think that this happens in any other country. I could be wrong, but I really don't think it does. Because how does it benefit a country for your own media to basically go against every single thing that you do? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. Now, I can understand, like I said, if something is the truth, it's the truth. And the truth should be put out. But when you're just literally trying to find any and every single thing to say to go against Trump, I believe that is not beneficial to the United States at all.
People are frustrated. We know that they hate the president. And it's, look, they're an extension. They are the left wing of the Democrat Party. And the Democrat Party right now, they have no positive agenda for the country. They are a party of anger and hate.
What did I say? What did I say yesterday? And probably the video before that. I said that they have no solutions. And that's the real thing that and everybody should really care about is, okay, Donald Trump says he's going to do this, and the reason why he's going to do it is because of this. When you talk to these Democrat people, they literally have nothing, bro. They have nothing. All it is go against Donald Trump.
They hate the president. We just saw an incredible military strike that successfully took out Iran's nuclear weapons capability. And what are the Democrats doing this week? They're voting on trying to disapprove President Trump defending America. And Jesse, one of the important things to understand, the attack that President Trump carried out this weekend, yes, it was supporting our friend and ally Israel, but much more importantly, it was defending America. Because when the Ayatollah chants death to America, I believe him. When he calls America the great Satan, I believe him. And there's a reason the Ayatollah is developing ICBMs. As you know, ICBM stands for Intercontinental Ballistic Missile. You don't need an ICBM for Iran to attack Israel. They're using ordinary ballistic missiles for that. The only reason that the Ayatollah wants an ICBM is to deliver a nuclear warhead to an American city, and Donald Trump act decisively to prevent that and to prevent Iran from being able to kill potentially millions of American citizens. I don't know why CNN is not cheering that on. I don't know why every Democrat is not cheering that on, but they immediately take the side of America's enemies instead of standing and supporting our nation.
All right. Well, Senator, I wanted to ask.
And that's a fact. You might as well say that they are not for America, bro. They're not. When Trump put tariffs on all of these countries, Canada, China, everybody, what were they doing? They were saying that, oh, they were defending China, they were defending Canada, they were defending everybody but the United States of America. And even though, you know, they're always going to put people out there that's going to say anything that's going to oppose Trump. As long as it can go with their narrative, they're cool with it. But the facts of the matter is that it's just not true, bro. It's just not true, bro. Fake news is at an all-time high, baby. It's crazy. So, my bad, people. So, anyway, let's move on to, I want to show you for a fact that we know that the fake news is real. And I'm going to show you why. This is a quick video of let's play it on there. Everything should be good. All right. So listen to this. These people, this is a prime example of MK Ultra times 1,000. This is MK Ultra at its best. This is them pushing propaganda for real.
There's Jessica Headley.
And I'm Ryan Wolf.
Our greatest responsibility is to serve our
Treasure Valley communities,
the El Paso, Las Cruces communities,
Eastern Iowa communities,
Mid-Michigan communities.
We are extremely proud of the quality, balanced journalism that CBS 4 News produces.
But
we are concerned about the troubling trend of irresponsible, one-sided news stories plaguing our country.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false
news has become all too common on social media.
More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
Unfortunately, some members of the media use their platforms to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
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 Listen, man, you get the point. The point is, this is all over the country that these people push the narrative. So they literally were basically projecting what they do onto social media. That's basically what they were doing. It's like crazy. Like literally verbatim. You're right. Verbatim. Like, it's like they sent the script and everybody just read it. This is how you know that these news people aren't true reporters. They're not true journalists. And that's just a fact. This proves it. That proves it. That's literally all around the country, different news stations, literally repeating the same exact thing verbatim, word for word. And it's crazy, man. And if it's stuff like me, I'm just open-minded. So when I see things like this, it really, it has to open my mind to like, whoa, what the fuck? Why are they doing this? For what? Because they're trying to control everywhere. That's why they're doing it. So if I want to put out a message and I want everybody around the whole United States to get this message and to listen to my message, my narrative, that's why it's called Tell a Vision. They're going to tell you the vision that they want you to hear and know, and they put it everywhere. All at once. Everybody's reporting it on every station, probably around the clock, to be honest. And that's scary, bro. That's super scary, man. So I want to so let's get into this I don't like her at all. Not even a little bit. So let's get into this. Let's get into this video.
Yes, please, go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, fake news, CNN? Oh, yeah, here we go. Wait till you hear this question.
Thank you, sir.
You should really say how great our soldiers and our warriors are.
I think everyone appreciates our soldiers and our warriors. I do have two questions for you, Mr. President. You just cited Israeli intelligence on these attacks. Earlier, you said U.S. intelligence was inconclusive. Are you relying on Israeli intelligence for your assessment of the impact of the strikes?
No, this is also Iran made the statement. And it's also, if you read the document that was given, that Pete can talk about if you'd like, the document said it could be very severe damage, but they didn't take that. They said it could be limited or it could be very severe. They really didn't know, other than to say it could be limited or it could be very, very severe. And you didn't choose to put that because it was very early after. Since then, we've collected additional intelligence. We've also spoken to people who have seen the site, and the site is obliterated. And we think everything nuclear is down there. They didn't take it out. Okay, question? Please, go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, blue dress.
Thank you so much, Mr. President. Yesterday, you said China can now continue to purchase oil from Iran.
Yeah.
Are you giving up on your maximum pressure campaign? Because there are sanctions right now.
With who?
On Iran.
No, look, they just had a war. The war was fought. They fought it bravely. I'm not giving up. They're in the oil business. I mean, I could stop it if I wanted. I could sell China the oil myself. I don't want to do that. They're going to need money to put that country back into shape. We want to see that happen. Would it? No. If they're going to sell oil, they're going to sell oil. We're not taking over the.
Bro, this says, things like this, bro, that says so much about Donald Trump. He says, look, they want to sell them oil, sell them oil. They need to build their country back up. This is how you know that this guy is not, like, obviously he's a businessman. He could be ruthless. You know what I mean? When he wants a good deal, he's gonna get a good deal. But he doesn't want to see he doesn't want to see the country fail. You know what I'm saying? He just doesn't want them to have a nuclear weapon. That's it. Like, son, I just don't get it. And then they want to use this opportunity to say, you cutting back on being hard on China? No. Y'all missing the whole point of putting the tariffs on China. The whole point to put the
we could have.
My bad. The whole point of putting the tariffs on China was to open up China's markets to the United States, just like every other foreign country. These foreign countries didn't have their markets opened up to the United States. So we weren't able to sell our goods over there, our vehicles over there, like they are over here. That was the whole point. The tariffs was to open up the market. He said it. I want fair trade. He wants to do fair and good business. And these foreign countries weren't doing good business with the United States for decades. If you go back and watch Donald Trump before he ever became president in the 80s, he was talking about trade. He was talking about trade. He said they've been fucking us on trade for decades, bro. Go back. Just Google Donald Trump in the 80s on trade.
You know, I used to say with Iraq, keep the oil. I could say it here too. We could have kept the oil. Now China is going to want to buy oil. They can buy it from us. They can buy it from other people. But you're going to have to put that country back into shape. It desperately needs money. Yeah.
Mr. President.
Yeah, please. Here we go. I'm picking the beauties today. Go ahead.
Mr. President, Secretary General Rutte has described President Putin as an adversary, a threat, an enemy. Do you view him the same way? And in addition to that, you mentioned General Kane, your chief of staff, the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
General Kane.
Yes, he has said that Mr. Putin has territorial ambitions beyond Ukraine. Do you view that in the same way?
Possible. I mean, it's possible. I know one thing, he'd like to settle. He'd like to get out of this thing. It's a mess for him. He called the other day. He said, can I help you with Iran? I said, no, you can help me with Russia. Because, you know, in the last few weeks, we took care of India and Pakistan, Kosovo, Serbia. I think on Friday we have coming in, the Congo is coming in and Rwanda is coming in. That was a vicious war that went on, a machete war. Heads chopped off all over Africa. They're coming in. We did 2 others in addition to that. Nobody's ever done anything like this. No, I consider him a person that's, I think, been misguided. I'm very surprised, actually. I thought we would have had that settled easy. I've settled 4 of them in the meantime. But he did call up, and he said, you know, he's close to Iran. He'd like to help us get a settlement. I said, no, you help me get a settlement with Russia. And I think we're going to be doing that, too. Yeah.
I'm Steve Doocy. I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart.
Yeah, they don't want to know the truth. They don't care. They come to these press conferences and they always, and that's why Trump says the things that he says, because he knows they're going to ask him dumb shit. He knows, but you know, he got to call them. He got to be fair. He got to let them get their little clickbaits and their little, you know, questions in. But he knows they're going to say some bullshit. He knows it. But, you know, I hope that I prove to you that the legacy media is fake news. Donald Trump been telling you the truth. That's one of the few things that he's been telling you the truth about. Many more things, but that's just one of them. He's been telling people what it is for literally a decade now. And it's crazy. But let's get into this. I want to get into this video with this nutball and all the other nutballs. So shout out to the Cartier family once again. I always got to play always got to play my boys, man. They're dope, man. Let's get into this video, though.
Bombs, missiles, all kinds of stuff. And to be clear, I've still not gotten any type of briefing. So just so y'all know, nobody's tried to call.
Who the fuck would want to call you about anything? You, AOC, any of y'all. Who would want to call you? They shouldn't call you. AOC literally got on YouTube, on her channel, on TikTok, and probably all the rest of them, and literally was trying to tell the illegal immigrants how to basically not get caught by ICE, basically. She was giving them information on how to stay free in America when ICE is coming to get you. Like, they don't trust you. That's why.
Call us in for a top secret briefing at all as whole sitting members of Congress, but you know, whatever. So I wanted to make sure that y'all knew that. So unfortunately, my information is not any more advanced than the information that you're getting whether you're watching TV or if you're on social media.
I don't know how you could help. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100. I feel safer knowing that she had no information.
For real,
Literally.
What?
That's why you don't have information.
What could Jasmine Crockett do to make the situation better? I can't think of any.
Understand that this is who is representing the black people. She calls herself representing the black community, bro. Oh my God. We're fucked. We're fucked.
These people don't have war experience. Like, let the generals and the commander-in-chief decide this.
I guarantee you she would have leaked that information. Oh, y'all know what Trump about to do, baby? He finna get us in war, y'all. Oh, hell no. We cannot have that.
I just don't think that you would have brought any valuable or any insight to the situation.
Not to this situation.
So the purple head lady was gonna have something to do with this shit? Come on, man.
Hey, yeah, we need the eye a lot, but yeah, the Congress don't need no say.
Pocahontas?
In military strikes.
Hakeem? Is Hakeem in Congress or here?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
We gotta keep it 100. Like, I just don't understand, like, why they would have told y'all anything. Like, it went off well without telling y'all. Why would he have to tell y'all anything, knowing that there's no bipartisanship in the government? They would have leaked something.
They want credit for
They
something.
would have. Oh, they 100% want credit.
And to understand enough about the Constitution to the extent that I'm the one that's supposed to make the fucking decision or at least get a vote.
That's right.
Because Ron is telling me.
That's their new thing now. They throw a little curse word in there. Make them sound like they different. We different. We say the F word. We say fuck.
Right. Imagine if we really was going into this situation with Kamala.
Jasmine, what you think? Should we do it?
United States admitting that he unilaterally brought the United States into a war without congressional approval is a very grave public admission. It is illegal, it is unconstitutional, and
look, once again, it's illegal. That's a lie, bro. That is a lie. It's a big lie. These people, bro. Oh, my God. Go ahead, bartender.
And so, for me, while the president is posting something about a ceasefire, I think what he also posted was an official acknowledgement that this was war. And I think that is something that should be taken into very serious consideration.
There are a lot of Democrats who are throwing cold water on the idea that the president deserves to be impeached over this and saying that we shouldn't be throwing around impeachment given it's such a grave, serious matter. What do you say to them?
I mean, of course, everyone can have their differences of opinion regarding that matter. A resolution has not been filed, and not filed in a privileged sense. I believe that a president bombing and bringing this country into direct conflict with another nation state without notifying, full notification of Congress, without congressional approval.
Says the same motherfuckers who approved of Joe Biden giving Vladimir Zelensky all of this billions of dollars, weapons, military equipment, all types of shit to go to war with Russia. Bro, these people are the biggest hypocrites ever. Literally had gas at $30 a gallon, and they want to talk about what Trump doing. Obama dropped 20-some thousand bombs on between Syria and Libya. Donald Trump dropped 36 or something shit like that, and they up in arms and bringing up the word impeachment. These people crazy. They the biggest hypocrites ever.
Endangering service members, U.S. military bases, not providing intelligence is reckless. I think that, and we know that this is not a left or right issue. An overwhelming amount of Americans are opposed to the United States being dragged into war. And if we want to talk about serious decisions, I think the serious decision of entering the United States into direct conflict without any legal approval unconstitutionally is the grave decision that we need to be talking about right now. Thank you.
That was retarded. I didn't listen to that. Oh, he has to tell us, and he endangered service members. False.
To them, bro.
That's false. They came in planes and were not even detected. Second off, oh, he endangered a U.S. Army base. False. They actually gave notice to Qatar that they were going to strike the base. The base was evacuated, and with the notice given, the base was able to intercept every single missile, so nothing happened. So nobody was endangered, and the base was completely empty. Yeah, I think this was a flawless execution by the Trump administration on all accounts. No one was harmed. The operation was stopped, and a ceasefire agreement came from it. Why are they upset? Because you don't get any credit? Because you don't get to say, I said he could do that. He doesn't have to tell you anything. He's the commander-in-chief. He's the highest in the land.
I just want to know, what happened last time we had a serious, y'all said it was a serious situation with Russia and Ukraine, and they brought that to Congress. How many billions of dollars did Ukraine obtain from that?
What did I just say? And mind you, I seen like the first 30 seconds of this video. I didn't watch the full video, but I fuck with these boys, and their video kind of fell under what I wanted to talk about, but I didn't watch the full video. And I literally just said that. Bro.
When they went to Congress, how much money was wasted in our tax dollars because we put it to Congress?
Lots.
So I just don't think that's a way we should go about these type of situations.
I ain't gonna lie. In my opinion, I feel like that's something that we should probably update in the Constitution. I don't think these Congress people who are good maybe for local government issues, in their states and districts. And
maybe abortion.
Stuff like that. But war with another country, that should be for the military.
AOC, you were
and
a
the commander-in-chief.
You were vote.
What does she do?
She used taxpayer dollars on dance classes.
Experience does
And she needs
have?
to be calling shots about military strikes?
No.
Come on,
over
man.
the generals?
Go make an old fashioned for me and shut up.
Jasmine Crockett? I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Girl, should we bomb them?
Come on, bro. Let's be
We
real.
should bomb them, girl.
Anybody with
I don't know, they might be mad.
Anybody with eyelashes is not finna make any decisions. My brother in the military. On my brother's life, basically. Come on, man. Be for real, y'all. They really making us upset for no reason because they're still declining. So it's not like they're doing anything.
Oh, Trump finally had enough.
Yeah. Damn!
He got on that ass.
He was upset.
He got on that ass. Let's read it. Stupid AOC, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, one of the dumbest people in Congress, is now calling for my impeachment, despite the fact that the crooked and corrupt Democrats have already done that twice before.
Wow.
The reason her rantings is all of the victories that the USA has had under the Trump administration.
Facts.
The Democrats aren't used to winning, and she can't stand the concept of our country being successful again. When we examine her test scores, we will find out that she is not qualified for office, but nevertheless far more qualified than Crockett, who is seriously a low IQ individual, or Ilhan Omar, who does nothing but complain about our country, yet the failed country that she comes from doesn't have a government, is drenched in crime and poverty. And is rated one of the worst in the world, if it is even rated at all. How dare the mouse tell us how to run the United States of America? We're just now coming back from the radical left experiment with Sleepy Joe, Kamala, and the auto pen in charge. AOC should be forced to take the cognitive test that I just completed at Walter Reed Medical Center as part of my physical. As the doctor in charge said, President Trump aced it, meaning I got every single answer right. Instead of her constant complaining, Alexandria should go back home to Queens, where I was also brought up, and straighten out the filthy, disgusting, crime-ridden streets in the district she represents and which she never even goes to anymore. She better start worrying about her own primary before she thinks about beating our great Palestinian Senator crying Chuck Schumer, whose career is definitely on very thin ice. She and her Democrat friends have hit the lowest poll numbers in congressional history. Go ahead and try impeaching me again. Make my day.
Damn, that was A+ roasting right there.
He was going hard on
He's
them.
pissed.
Once again, I was muted. Anyway, so like I was saying, these Democrat hacks do not care about the United States of America, bro. They don't care. They don't care about you. If they care, especially about the urban fucked up communities that's filled with nothing but drugs, crime, niggas getting murdered every single day. If they cared, they would clean it up. They easily can. You seen when I think it was Xi Jinping came to California, they cleaned up the street. They had them looking immaculate. You ain't see no homeless people, no nothing. I forget who came. I think it was Xi Jinping though. I think it was China's president, whatever he's called. But the point of the fact of the matter is that they cleaned it up quick, which goes to show you that things can be changed. They just choose not to change it because they truly do not care. They want people fucked up. They want people dependent on the government. They want you with your hand out. They want you. They need you to do that because it's the only way that the government can stay as big as it is. That's why they so mad at Trump, is because he's shrinking the government, because he understands that you don't need, because he's a billionaire. Elon Musk is a billionaire. These are rich, wealthy men. They're not Joe Bidens. They're not Joe Bidens. These are men who already made their fortunes. They don't need taxpayer money. But the Nancy Pelosi's, the Adam Schiffs, the Jasmine Crockett's, the AOCs, they need your money. They need it and they want it. And that's why women like Letitia James and I forget the other girl name, but it's coming out. It's coming out. Slowly but surely it's coming out that these people are crooked. Letitia James, she just got caught with the whole mortgage fraud thing. She had on her application that she was married to her own dad, so she can get a better loan. She's a crook. The same thing that she took Donald Trump to court for, she got caught doing. And the whole time, and mind you, when she took Trump to court, the bank that he got the loan from, they said everything was good. He paid back the loan with the interest and everything. But she still went after him. And at the end of the day, now she got caught for the same thing. And they got facts. It's proof. You can look it up. It's already been out there. It's just, we got to wake up as a whole. The only way that these people lose, truly lose, and they're losing already, and I just don't see them, I don't see them winning an election in a long time. I just don't. Because you've seen what happened this election. When they propped up Kamala Harris, the fake black woman, right? People didn't go for it. That means people are waking up. You no longer can just put a Jasmine Crockett out there and because she black, she gonna win. No, people ain't going for that no more. Because every time when you did that with Obama, motherfuckers was still broke, poor. Nothing was happening for them. They was worrying about uplifting the LGBTQ community over just everybody as a whole. He was worried about passing gay marriage instead of passing laws and policies and taking away all of the regulations, the regulations that they have on all of these companies that are trying to build and innovate and bring. That's why all of these companies left and went to China, because of all the regulations, all the taxes, and things like that. How can you build a business and let it grow the way you want it to grow when you dealing with all of these type of regulations and things that you, all these things, it takes people 10 years to build a factory because all of the regulations that's put in place. It's crazy. When they could go right to Mexico and do it in a year, 2 years, something that would have took 5 to 10 over here, they get it done in 2 years and get it up and running. And don't have to pay the taxes that they got to pay here. You know what I mean? So it's just ridiculous, bro. I hope that you guys loved the video today. And This your boy SL550. This is the N.G.L.A podcast. Make sure y'all comment on the video. Let me know what y'all give me y'all comments on everything that's going on right now between the Iran and Israel situation and AOC and the Democrats trying to get Trump impeached again, and definitely hit that subscribe button, hit the notification button so you can get notified every time I upload a video. And I love you guys. I'm out.